Chair Powell, I wanted to ask about the balance sheet discussion you've had at this meeting. Can you give us any more details? Did you discuss whether to cap runoffs or whether to increase those caps over what period, if there were any details?
Yes, thank you for asking. So at our meeting today and yesterday, we made excellent progress toward agreeing on the parameters of a plan to shrink the balance sheet. And I'd say we're now in a position to finalize and implement that plan so that we're actually beginning runoff at a coming meeting, and that could come as soon as our next meeting in May. That's not a decision that we've made, but I would say that that's how well our discussions went in the last 2 days. So a couple things just to add. We'll be mindful of the broader financial and economic context when we make the decision on timing, and we always want to use our tools to support macroeconomic and financial stability. We want to avoid adding uncertainty to what's a highly uncertain situation already. So all of that will go into the thinking of the timing around this. In terms of I would say this. I don't want to get too much into the details because we're literally just finalizing them. But the framework is going to look very familiar to people who are familiar with the last time we did this. But it'll be faster than the last time, and of course it's much sooner in the cycle than last time. But it will look familiar to you. And I would also say that there'll be I'm sure there'll be a more detailed discussion of our in the minutes to our meeting that come out in 3 weeks, where I expect that it will lay out pretty much the parameters of what we're looking at, which I think will look quite familiar.